The iPhone 7 announcement was today. I'm going to be going over some of the biggest announcements for me, so it's not going to cover everything in great detail, but there's numerous articles out there that would do that for you. I'm just going to go over a few of the things that stuck out to me and some information that you guys may like. The first thing that brought to my attention is that Super Mario is coming to the Apple App Store, first in December, then Android later on after that. And it's going to be a lot like just the regular Super Mario Brothers, which is, for me, is pretty exciting. I can't wait to get my hands on it and try it and see if it's any good or not. And second is the new Apple Watch. They're calling it the Series 2. It looks basically the same as the first one, but now it has a dual-core CPU for better performance and graphics. Has GPS. They're calling it swim-proof, or about 50 meters. 1,000 nits of brightness, so it's going to be super bright outdoors. They have this new ceramic option. Also, Pokemon Go is coming to the Apple Watch as well, but no, I'm not sure about how many people are still playing it, especially by the time it actually comes out. And the Apple Watch Series 2 starts out at about $369, with Series 1 being updated with that new dual-core processor and starting out at about $269. And you can pre-order on the 9th, and ship dates are about a week later, so you'll be able to get it on the 16th of September. Also, they did announce some new iWork stuff with collaboration, if you're not already using Google Docs for that. Now, they did announce new Apple AirPods that are, of course, wireless, comes with a wireless charging dock and everything. You get about 5 hours of listening time, or if you charge up the Cradle and bring it along with you, you can get up to 24 hours of overall listening time, but it's only going to be in 5-hour increments, depending on your listening. And they're also going for $159. So, are they really going to sound good enough to be worth $159? We'll have to wait and see until they actually come out. But my guess is on not worth $159. But we'll see. Now it's time for the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. First off, they're available in some new colors. There's shiny jet black color and a nicer black color. They're just calling it black. It's just basically matte black. It's really dark. I like it a lot better than the shiny jet black version because it looks like it's just going to be a fingerprint magnet and slippery, and it's just not going to be good. And they did in fact get rid of the headphone jack, which for some kind of sucks because, that headphone jack, everybody has stuff for that, for cars, for anything, but it's also going to bring some nice stuff with it as well. And the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus does come with Lightning headphones and a Lightning to headphone adapter, which is especially nice for people who have, everybody who has just regular wired earbuds or headphones or whatever you have. So that's nice that they do include that in the box. And they also added the A10 CPU, which has 2 main cores for high power kind of usage for editing or gaming or what have you. But they also added 2 low power cores for basic tasks for about a quad core chip. That way you can maximize battery life by, if you're only browsing Twitter or whatever, you could be going at a much lower power because you don't need lots of power to go through Twitter. Where when you're playing games, editing in Photoshop or Lightroom on the phone, you could use and take advantage of those high power cores. That way you still got great performance, but you can also maximize your battery life as well. Which they do say that it's about 2 hours more for the iPhone 7 and about 1 hour more for the iPhone 6 Plus, which I do have the 6 Plus, and I love the battery life on it, but I'm not so sure about how much better it's actually going to be, or in case of the iPhone 7, how much better it's really going to be. But once they do start coming out, we can start testing and start seeing actually about how long the battery lasts. And they do announce that it is water resistant, but it is IP67, so that's about up to about a meter of water, and so basically you're not going to want to go swimming with it, but if you get something on it, you could quickly wash it off, or if you accidentally drop it in a toilet or whatever, it's not, you don't have to be afraid of it breaking. But you don't want to go into any deep water, you don't want to go swimming with it, or anything like that. Now, there was a whole bunch of new stuff with the cameras making it better. One thing that caught my eye is that the Plus version actually has a second camera with the same resolution, but it's a telephoto lens, so you get better zoom, which is cool. That way you can go 1 to 2x. It's not a lot, but it is quite a bit, enough to make some really good shots with. And then the rest is just software, but it just doesn't make your photo look good at all. And then the next new feature is that the new home button has a Taptic Engine feedback, kind of like the new MacBook's trackpad. Alright, and lastly, what about cost and storage wise? The 7 is starting at 32 gigabytes for $649, and the Plus is starting at $769 for the same amount of storage. Now there is no more 16 gigabyte option, which is wonderful. They go from 32 to 128 to 256, which is kind of a big jump between 16 and 32. So I don't know why they wouldn't have just put 64 in there, and everybody would have just been super happy. But at least we're getting a 32 gig option, not just stuck with 16. But the Jet Black option is only available in 128 and 256 gigabyte options. So go ahead and take that with whatever you will. But if you want that shiny black option, but you don't want that much storage, well, unfortunately, you're going to have to pay more for a higher amount of storage, whether you like it or not, because Apple. Well, that's going to be it for me today. Those are some of the highlights of the new Apple event. It was a little bit better than other ones, but I wish they would have thrown in something a little bit more exciting here. Some MacBook stuff, some iPad stuff. But regardless, this is what we get. So we'll wait until the 16th for most of this stuff to come out to test and check out to see if it's really worth your hard-earned money. That's going to be it for me today, guys. My name is Brian, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.